Welcome back. Hopefully, this goes by this time. I have a chat window now. So, anyway, hope everybody's having a good night. Hello, this is Johnna's Journey. My hair, whatever. Don't care. I care, but I don't care. So hopefully everybody will find me. Make up my mind. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Lenora. Are you coming or going? Well, I had no chat box. So that's why I seen that somebody was on and I said, oh, hold on. I'll be back. Whatever I said. Because, yeah, I had no chat box because I said, oh, where's my chat box? So I had to log off. So, and come back on. So I could do my chat box. Because I could get nothing. I don't know why. So I'm the random, you're the random thing in the corner. Okay, Maddie. Meaning, be whoever you want to be or what we want you to be. I don't know. That's a loaded comment, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so hopefully everybody's having a good day. I've been going all day. Going, and I feel like it. Yes, I know. That's why I said that. That's why I said what I said, Maddie. Oh, gosh. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great night. And got a lot done today. Got my one video uploaded. I didn't get any more done on my t-shirt though today. And I tried something new today. Because Sam's been trying to push me in the direction of just trying it. So I did. So I don't know how I like it though. But I did try TikTok today. I went on for about an hour and a half and did that. It was totally different. It wasn't bad though. I mean, the interaction and stuff, nobody was rude or unkind or anything like that, but it was definitely different. Hello, Nifty! How are you? I am so glad you're here. I was suffocating when the chat was disabled in the first live. So glad to say hello. Hope all is well. Oh, yeah. Everything is good. And I'm not suffocating tonight. I'm not sweating to death. We turned the air back on this morning, which that was the plan. And I am so glad you're here. And yeah, everything's great. I had to end up disconnecting there a little bit ago because I had no chat box. So I wouldn't have been able to have seen anybody's chats. So I just decided just to cut it off and come back fresh. So that's why I chopped it. So, but anyway, don't know that I'll be doing the TikTok all the time or anything. But like I said, get my feet wet in it. See, I don't know. Well, I am glad. Nifty. Yes, I was waiting for you to come back on. Well, I'm glad you did. You didn't give up on me. So anyway, but on that TikTok, I actually started on my Jake Owens t-shirt. I did get it cut down. Got the sides cut off, the arms, to get it ready, and shortened it up a little bit. I'm probably going to leave it about this length though, because it'll come to about my hip area. So just to kind of give me a gauge, because it's not going to be one that I'm going to keep for me. I'll be putting it up for sale probably. And so I had these colors picked out of Loops and Threads bark, sugar and Lily Sugar and Cream, the ecru. Then this is the coral and the Lily Sugar and Cream cone. And then I can't remember what these are, what the colors of these are, but I believe they're a Lily Sugar and Cream as well. And then this is a stone washed green something. I had the label here, but I think I threw it away. And it's kind of like a tie-dye-ish type thing of just green. I mean, there's kind of like a little bit of like almost a white in there. And I really do like it so far. So this is as far as I've gotten right now. So this is not a Lily Sugar and Cream. It's Crafter's Secret, right? From Hobby Lobby. So I should be able to get some more of this. And I have more of the ecru. I have plenty of the coral because I have a full cone of it. This green here, I should have enough of because I probably won't use a whole lot of it. If anything, I'll use more of this one. And I should have enough brown. So yeah, I'm just working on the sleeve panels right now. So yes, I can see white in the green. Yes. And I kind of like it that way. I mean, because right now, I mean, it just kind of flows. It just kind of gives it different color a little bit, but very, very subtle. You can't even really see it on camera. But it's just enough. It kind of gives it just a little variation, I guess. So well, and it was just something fun to try today, Lenore. I don't know, we'll see. I'm starting to get everything, done. So it's like, I got to give myself a dollop, I gotta. Oh gosh. So yeah, but it was just fun. I had time to do it, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. And I did work on my doll today, the ballerina doll, and I got her almost all the way done. I have her arms to do and her hair to do, and I'll have her done. So, yeah. And we'll go from there. But yeah, just add one more thing to my list. Add one more thing. We're all guilty of it. And I still had plenty of time to spare today, honestly, even though I was getting a lot done and I was kind of, I still had time to actually sit and just crochet and just be for a while. I actually played a little bit of a game on my phone for a little bit. And so, yeah. It has not been a bad day at all, honestly. And I do feel accomplished. These last few days, I've got a lot done, so not going to complain. But tomorrow, I know I'm going to dedicate to getting that t-shirt done for the Cardinal t-shirt. I want to get the filming done for that. I kind of wanted to do that today, but I had to download the video, and it takes forever to download videos from my house, even with the Wi-Fi box that I have. So that took up some of the time there because I video everything from my phone. I do have a camera, but I've not ever done anything with it yet. And yes, that is my fault. And yes, I'm putting it out there. I've just gotten so used to using my phone and it's so easy, so. Look at you with the free time. You needed some free time, truthfully. Yes, I did. I mean, and I took advantage of it. So I know when I need it. Me, myself, and I know when we need it. So yeah, it was nice to just, know that I had everything pretty well done. I'm still teetering on my um, tissue doll cover. I haven't touched it anymore since last night. So I don't know. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever done one. And honestly, I am contemplating doing another one because I have plenty of time to do another one. I honestly do. She doesn't need, there's no time limit on this one. There's no deadline, there's no nothing. So she was honestly, it's just something for me that I want. I don't want to crochet it. I'm not going to crochet it. So she's like, I know you have orders for Christmas and for other things. And she was like, so don't worry about the time frame for me. So I am honestly contemplating. So I'll decide on that. I want to get the doll done because I think it is a gift. So I do need to get her done. And good gracious, earlier today I got this all tangled up. Don't know how in the world I did it. Don't know. I don't know what I did. Have no clue. But somehow I tangled myself up. And I thought, oh, it's just because I'm live and I'll get it, not a big deal. Well, good gracious, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Would you just let me be supportive? I am letting you be supportive. I am agreeing with you. And I appreciate it. Hello, Olivia. How are you? Luna, don't start that. You were just outside. We're not doing that. No, no, not doing it. You were literally, seriously just outside. No. Good, Olivia. I'm glad. I seriously do not know what I did. I do not know what I did. This is crazy. I just had one side on this, and I have no clue. I don't know what I did. I have no clue whatsoever. I didn't see your elephants until today. They are so cute. Oh, okay. You must not have been on whenever I showed them. Okay. I seriously don't know what this puzzle is. I've not figured it out. Don't know how it became a puzzle. And I'm just gonna nip it. Just gonna nip it and be done with it. Wind them back up and hope that I don't get in another tangled up mess. So now that it has rained on the garage sale, now we're going to 100 plus heat index. Oh, I know. Oh. Oh, yeah. I hate that. I hate that for you, Lenora. It's like, why couldn't it go to the cool down side of that, you know? Because you'll have it all weekend, right? Hey, Sadie. I crochet too. What time is it for you? Mine is 10:20. I'm at 9. 9 Central. 9:23 actually is what it's saying on my kitchen clock. That could be a few minutes off. Are you crocheting on anything fun, Sadie? And you know what? Here I have this Jake Owens t-shirt. If I would have known about it before now, he's going to be at our state fair tomorrow night. I could have got this done maybe and got it sold to somebody. I'm like, oh, great. And what are the coincidences of that, you know? I just got a call from my niece in Newfoundland. I have you in the background. Oh my goodness. I am working on upcycling a Jake Owens t-shirt. Crocheting the sides, like the arms, onto the t-shirt. Like long ways. So here's the t-shirt. I've already got the sides cut off, and this is where the crochet will go, is around this area. And keeping this part of it. And it was just, it's a t-shirt that I got thrifting. Oh, you have been selling your bigger items? That's awesome. So at least you're getting rid of some stuff. So it's been worth it. You're crocheting a bow. Okay. Cute. Well, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Always worth it if we get rid of stuff, and I always wish there was more yeah. I like to also finish a couple bunnies. Cute. Hello, Maria. Well, I'm glad that you're getting rid of stuff, though. And I just hope that at least, you know, for the bulk of the time that you're doing it, that it isn't so dreadfully hot that it's almost unbearable, you know. The bunnies are always cute, Olivia. Sadie, that's a good question. I used to kind of have more of a schedule, but right now I really don't. Just being honest. So you know, just subscribe and make sure your notification bells, you know, turned on so you can catch me. I was on last night. Of course, now I'm on Friday. Tomorrow, I'm not sure about tomorrow. So yeah, it's just one of those things of just, yeah, make sure you're subscribed and have your notification bell turned on so you can catch me. It just kind of depends. Kind of depends. Because it used to be, I tried to be on every evening at 9 Central. But with other things I'm trying to kind of get tied up, finished up, so then I can get some other things done with that, you know. It's taken some time, you know. Taking some time to get some other things done to, you know, get to my goals, I guess I should say. I have goals, so trying to get that, you know, get my goals, you know, kind of have been priority a little bit. Some things changing in my life that I need to just kind of take some time, and that's why I've not been on as much. So, and just still being, you know, centered on doing all of this, still wanting to do the lives. That's not going to change. It's just that I won't be on as much. So even if I could start doing like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then, you know, my Sundays, but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure yet. So it'll change again. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't want to say anything set in stone because then it'll just get changed. So I'm glad you do lives whenever you are able. I will try to join your channel. Popped up. I was so happy to see your creations live. Oh, well, thank you. I will do it. I have to go to bed now, but I will keep my notifications on at all times. Okay, Sadie, you have a good night. Thanks for popping in, and thank you. It was nice meeting you. I've thrown away a bit and sent some home with kids, so I know a full coat is gone. Yay, Lenora, that's called progress. Plus, your dog is so sweet to watch. Oh, thank you. She is, but oh my gosh, she is. She's spoiled, but no more than what there's others that are spoiled way more than she is. So, can you teach me how? Can I teach you how to play basketball? Yeah. No. That would be interesting. That would be quite interesting. The look in her eyes. Oh, now I messed my camera up. Or my phone, whatever. Our dog loved that same toy. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. She has two of them. And her bigger one, her orange one, it looks like a little dumbbell. And that's her favorite one. But it's also the bigger one where you can put more treats in it. But the little one is easier to put her treats in. So, yeah, her Kong is her favorite, but she is very food driven. She has always been, food is her thing. If you want her to do something or whatever, all you have to do is mention anything about, her treats, her goodies, her Kongs, whatever, and you can get her to do about anything. So, yes, we do. We have a stocking for her and everything. And she has Christmas sweaters and stuff that whenever it's colder. Now, with our littler dog, when we had Lily, she had her own little Christmas dress. And it was the cutest thing. But she was just a little bitty thing. She was just a little tiny girl, little tiny thing. But Luna, I've never got her a dress. We just do the sweaters, and I made her a sweater last year or 2 years ago. So I still have it, and it still fits her and everything. So I just put that on her in the winter whenever it gets too cold, because she doesn't have a whole lot of fur on her belly. So she really does need something in the wintertime whenever she's outside because of that. And she does not, she puts it on. And I even have like a little winter coat for her too, if we need it. But most of the time I just put the sweater on her and she's fine. But, if it's sleety, rainy like or something or whatever, then I'll put the other more winter coat type on it because it's more water repellent. So. Oh, yes, yeah. I've crocheted the sweater for her. Then I had it looked like a little curly Q ribbon thing that I crocheted and put around her neck for Christmas. And she lets me put it on her. So, now toys or anything, no, I don't, because she doesn't play with toys. She just plays with her Kongs. That's the only toys that she plays with. We still have all of Bailey's toys still in the basket in the living room that has her Kongs and chew Kong things and stuff in it, but she doesn't touch them. I guess she did. It's like, no, those are Bailey's and I'm not going to play with them. They're not mine. Because Bailey loved her toys. She had them all over the place. And she absolutely loved getting in her toys. But Luna, she's not so much toys. She has her few things, like I said, her Kong stuff and her chew things, chew Kongs and stuff like that, but that's it. Yes, but we did lose Bailey. She's no longer with us. We had Colt, we lost Colt, and then we got Bailey, and then we lost Bailey, So yeah, I am so glad that I have shorts of her because I love watching her. And she was a little spitfire and she was a pleaser. She always wanted to make sure you were happy, that you were taken care of. She was an amazing dog. And Luna is too. Luna is very observant, very protective, if there's something wrong, she knows it and she will not leave you. And Bailey was a little bit that way though too, but it was like she was more on guard of like, okay, Luna, you stay and watch over him and I'm out here in the outskirts, type thing. She couldn't hardly be still a lot of times, but she was a blue heeler. That's what they do. And that's Colt was a blue heeler Australian Shepherd mix. And that's why we got Bailey, is because we had already had, before, not the mix, he was a mix. She wasn't. She was full blue heeler, but they're good dogs. Very smart dogs. And it was funny, because she would herd everything, herd the kids, herd the yard. She would herd the falling leaves, herded Luna constantly. It was about drove her crazy. Yeah, she was a beautiful dog. Yeah, she was a full-blood blue heeler. And she wasn't very big. She didn't get real big, which they don't normally. But her mom, she was smaller than her mom. Her mom was a little bit bigger. So we've went, there's times that think about getting another dog, and time like right now it's like, no, we don't need another one right now. I would not get another female next time if we could keep from it. They did fine. They honestly did. But you could tell there was a little bit of a power struggle, Luna got to where she was okay with it, and Bailey, she didn't mind at all. Didn't bother her one bit, But Luna, I think, Bailey got on Luna's nerves a little bit, but yet she played with her. They played all the time, and she looked after her. She looked after Bailey and stuff. But to do it again, I think we would go for a male. I don't think we would go with another female again. Because the reason why I say that is because Colt was a male, and that's, he was our main dog forever. And whenever we got Luna, which we didn't plan on getting another dog because we had Colt, and like I have talked before, which I don't know that you were here whenever I talked about that, but I got him for Christmas. We got Luna for Christmas one year. So, and my son kept saying, no, we're just going to keep her for a little bit until, his friend could take her back. And I was like, no, I know what's going to happen. I'm getting a dog for Christmas this year. And I was like, if you take care of her, if it's your friend's dog, you take care of her, you train her, you do whatever for however long we have her, Well, as soon as he brought her home, I was, and I knew that was going to happen, but I was trying real hard to not let it. But she was the runt, and she was only about 5 weeks anyway, is what we found out later. And she was just, I'm going to have to put some pictures of her because she was just the cutest thing. Oh my gosh, she was the cutest thing. But literally, you could hold her just like this in your hands. And just, a little mound of fluff, And we have wood floors, and I remember we put her on the wood floor and she couldn't get her footing, and we were like, well, that's weird. Well, she was only 5 weeks old, and she ate and drank just fine from the get-go. We never had any problems with her. She potty trained immediately. We did the bell at the door, but she was so little she couldn't even do anything with it. But what we would do, we'd sit her by the door and we'd ting the bell and we'd say potty, and then we'd sit her outside. And she never tinged the bell, though, hardly. Every now and then she'd go over and nose it once she got big enough. But she just goes and sits in front of the door. That's what she does even now. Or she'll tell us. She'll talk. She talks. And so she'll just come up to us and do her, and that's her telling us she has to go potty. She has been the easiest dog. The easiest dog. And we're never going to get another one like her. And that's what's just so, oh my gosh, I don't know what we're going to do, once, and that's just, I hate thinking about the possibility of her being gone. But she's still, I mean, she's only going to be 9 her birthday. So, I mean, and she still acts young. She is healthy, nothing wrong with her. And, she has just been so easy. But Colt raised her well. He taught her well. And I think that is why she's so protective of us. She's so protective of the house. She knows Colt's not here anymore. So it's on her now. And whenever he passed, he would have been, I never get it right. I think he would have been around 14 whenever he passed. He would have been 14, I think. Now ask me in a few days and I'll probably change, but I never can remember. I'd have to count back and try to figure it out. But he was at least, I know, going to be probably right around 14 whenever he passed. So he had a good long life, and so, she still has the ability to do that and be with us for several more years. So, hey, Roman, just got done with the birds. I can hang out for the night. Oh, good deal, Roman. How are you doing? Amazing. Well, I am glad you're doing amazing. That's good to hear. But I always said whenever I got older, I just wanted just like a little foo-foo dog, like my little Lily that I had years ago. I would like to get another dog just like her because she was so good, so well behaved. She wasn't yappy or anything. She just wanted to be with you. But my luck of finding, even if we could find a dog like that now, but it'd probably drive Luna crazy. It'd probably drive Luna crazy. I don't know. So, but right now I just want to live on her and be with her. And, I honestly think, she does not mind her being the only one. So, but I think there's times that she misses having a first sibling. We're going to start up homeschooling and show season. Oh, wow. Yeah, Roman, you're going to start getting busy again, or busier again. You're already a pretty busy young man. Does Luna jump up onto your bed at night? Yes, Olivia, she certainly tries whenever she can, whenever she thinks the door's open enough for her to be able to get in. But usually once Whitney gets up, then I'll let her come and sleep with me. But otherwise, we don't really let her come in anymore because she just takes up the whole bed. She takes up the whole entire bed. She's not very big, but she takes up that bed like she's a full-grown horse. She stretches out. She thinks it's all hers. It's all about her. And that's okay. She's my little fur baby. So the first show we're doing, I'm really excited. I'll get to do the State Fair of Texas. So I'll get to bring my geese there and all that. It's my first time going to that show. Oh, wow, that's exciting, Roman. I wish you luck on that. That is really exciting. Hey, Danae, how are you? Oh, Chosen, you finally decided to waltz in, or you just been on the outskirts, the perimeter? Well, good, Danae. I'm glad you're doing good. Late, early for tomorrow. Well, you make a good point there, I reckon. That's not a lie. And see, it's like, what is going on? I'm beginning to think that Lenore is right. I had not done that one time. I am going to refrain from here. I'm not even going to allow myself to even think of it, do it, nothing. Starting now. I've just kind of had to come to the realization that acrylic will never be my best friend. Oh. You're just having, yeah, I understand the yarn. Hello, honey. Well, did you start out learning with the blanket yarn, or did you start out learning honestly with acrylic? What did you learn on? Oh, I know, but it's just the fact that you're here chosen, I think, and the association of the, what I'm not gonna do. I started with the blanket yarn. Okay. Well, and those are two totally different types of yarn. So it's just one of those things I think that you're just gonna have to practice with if there's other things you're gonna want to make, Because the blanket yarn, way more chunky. It does give things a different look. Whereas with the acrylic, gives it a different look too. Because I have found even with some of my little critters that I, have made from that Poggy's place, whenever I do different sized yarns, it does make them look different. And I just have to get over it on I'm never going to have Posh ever again. I'm never going to have it, probably ever. And some of them, I haven't minded the way they look with the blanket yarn. But there's some of those I just, nope, I don't like them. I don't like how they turn out with the blanket yarn. And I think it's just me. But the majority of them, though, I will say, have turned out fine. But like some of my frogs that I have tried to use the bulkier yarn with, because there was one, oh, I don't remember which one it was. It wasn't my drunken frogs. It wasn't any of those. But I tried to do him. It was one where it has like the line across, like for the mouth or whatever and stuff. I don't like the way it turned out. The definition and stuff on it wasn't as good as using the Posh. Now, using acrylic, it might be better. I don't know. But I could use the velvet maybe. I haven't tried that yet. And it might be okay and close enough to a posh if I found some and like doubled it, you know. Yeah, I'm going to try to do the corner to corner. It just seems really complicated. It's not. Once you get it done, once you get started, Roman, it's the easiest thing. Maybe saying it now might reverse the effects. I don't know. I don't know, Chosen. I don't know. You think, Chosen? We lived before posh. It'll be okay. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely going to be okay. I know that, you know. But I can still poo-poo for a second on it. That I'm never going to have it again. And I'm okay with that. But, you know, it's just, I guess I'm trying to say as an example, you know, like with those, I started with the posh on those little critters. I am finding other stuff to use, even if I like it or not, you know, whatever. It's a preference thing. It's, you know, and I can sit here and poo poo all over it, whatever, but, you know, it's like, Johnna, get over it, and I will. And so it's just, yeah, it's just you're going to have to try different things and just practice with it, like I'm going to have to, you know. So, and like I said, you know, using a velvet or something that I might like better. I mean, even the Dollar Tree velvet, I have not minded, and I've doubled it up, and it's done just fine. You know, I mean, it is a premier yarn. It is an actual, you know, yarn that you can order other places other than getting it at Dollar Tree. You know, it isn't something that Dollar Tree just made up. And yes, the quality may not be as good in some people's eyes, maybe, or whatever, but I have not had any trouble with it. Every now and then you'll get one that, you know, but still, even with some of the posh I had, whenever you go to clip it or do anything with it, it'll fall, you know, pieces fall off or fall apart or snap. Even some of the blanket yarn I've gotten, that's the Bernat, you know. So they all do it, and sometimes some skeins are just not made as well as others, you know. So I don't think I see. Hello, Carrie. How are you? I know it's a great yarn. Hi, Carrie. I am a crochet person. Oh, okay. Great, Olivia. Is there anything that you're making right now that you're working on? I just don't really like the texture. Oh, I get you on that, Roman. I do get you on that because there's some acrylics that I don't like either. And, you know, back in the day when all we had was Red Heart, that stuff, oh, it was rough as a sandpaper sometimes, you know. But the low pill, no pill, kind of along that line of yarns, to me is a little bit softer. The Yarn Bee by Hobby Lobby is one of them that I do like. I mean, it comes in a smaller skein, and I think they're like $4.99 maybe right now, but you get the 30% off, you know, every other week. You might just try getting a skein of that and seeing what you like, you know, how you like it. Even the chunky isn't bad. If you want something a little bit thicker, you know, since you're used to working with thicker yarn, they do have it in the chunky too. And to me, it is softer. It's not, the texture isn't as bad. I am all about, I kind of have a little bit of a sensory thing with texture and things like that myself, you know, so I know it's not, you know, it's not the most fun to work with sometimes. In all honesty, the quality was going to crap when it became a popular yarn. With the posh, yes. I agree, Lenora. If that's what you're talking about, the posh, yes, it was. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were trying too hard. I don't know if they were just, and again, trying too hard to get the product out, you know, stuff like that. I think there was a lot of things. So yeah, you are right. I am making a mesh crochet bathing suit cover. Oh, awesome, Olivia. I've seen some really nice ones. That's what you're pretty much using as the red heart. Well, now the red heart to me isn't quite as rough as it used to be. So, but I don't use a whole lot of it. A lot of times the red heart that I'm still using is more of the vintage or older yarn that I find at thrifting. Every now and then I'll get some that's newer, but Yarn Bee, soft and sleek, DK yarn is good. The DK yarn, yeah, and that's what I use. I use a lot of the Yarn Bee. I am actually crocheting the arm panels to a recycle, upcycle, whatever t-shirt that I'm working on. The t-shirt's right here. I've already cut down the sides. And then these will be the sleeves going down the sides when I'm done. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Thank you. Oh gosh, now I'm getting myself all tangled up. Roman, if you don't like the red heart, you are probably like the Yarn Bee. It has a smoother flow to it. Yes, it does. I really do enjoy it, Roman. How long have you been crocheting? Just shy of 50 years, Olivia. If I were to make pants, I wouldn't know how to line them because I can't sew. Oh, you were talking about Danae making the granny square pants. Is that who it was? It you that said something about making the granny square pants? So I thought so. I thought it was. So are you seriously going to try to attempt it? Just because you... I know, that's what you told her last time, Lenora. But oh my gosh, it was on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was on Instagram, and I almost sent it to you, Lenora, but the last time I tried to send you anything, it wouldn't go through. But that was on Facebook, I think. But anyway, it was of the couple that was disco dancing, I think. Some kind of dancing anyway. And their granny square pants and vests and hats. Has anyone seen that? It was hilarious. I think you should give it a try today. That sounds awesome. But the fella dancing around, he was getting with it. He was enjoying his outfit, I think. I showed it to Whitney. I said, see, I said, I can make us a matching set. You'd even have a hat. And he was like, I think I'll pass. Oh, gosh. Hey, I think it'd be awesome. She could put up a little video on Instagram, rocking the pants. gosh, I wish there was a way that I could just pop it up on here so you guys could see it, because it was great. It was absolutely great. It would give you good inspiration, Danae. It would give you awesome inspiration. Oh, I cannot remember what song it even was now. Oh, I think it was Disco Inferno. Is that the name of the song? Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. And it was even set to Whitney's time era of music. I'm going to watch a couple videos on how to do the corner to corner because I would like to try. Yeah, there's all kinds of videos, and there's real simple written ones too in Pinterest. They were bell bottoms. The ones that she did for this couple, it was the bell bottoms, Danae. Oh gosh. Oh. What is your biggest project you have done? Let me see. Well, I just did a child size, practically child size. I could carry him on my hip. A little alien man stitch take of my take, I guess, on Stitch. What else? I did a really big blanket that I have downstairs. It was just the finger crochet and the extra chunky yarn, and I made like a really big, like, queen size blanket out of that. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. It was just like a big project. Hey, Scrollin, how are you? I think the bell bottoms are cute, but I'm sure I wish I had longer legs to where I could wear them because I think they're cute. But not crochet. Well, get Scrollin's opinion. What do you think about granny square crocheted bell bottom pants? Good, not good, Scrollin. Would you wear them? Uh-oh, what did I just do? I think I just went out of order is what I just did. Do not encourage them. I wouldn't wear them. Well, I don't know if I'd wear them in public, but I might wear them here at home. If I made them out of cotton, I'd have to make them out of cotton. Okay, I just messed this up. Green. I needed to do brown. Oh, you could get glitter. You could get glitter. You could get like, they have like all kinds of different glitter. Like I had some red glitter, but that would have been acrylic though. I had some green. I had some silver. I've seen black. There's even velvet that you could get that had glitter. Huh, what fun you could have. Found a nice sunburst granny square. Yes, I like the sunburst. Okay, this is gonna bug me, so I'm just ripping it out. I went out of order, and it's like, no, can't do it. I can crochet it back after I get done. Are you afraid I'm gonna make some bell-bottom pants? Oh gosh. You're taking all the fun out of it. Oh gosh. Hey, they might be. They might be super cute. Well, it was about like the picture that my sister sent me. This has been a few years ago, but it still pops up every now and then of a picture of a guy with his little green crocheted pants on. And she thought that Whitney might like those. And I'm like, and they were shorts, you know, and from like 1970s shorts. And I'm like, absolutely not. You're even scarred, don't need a second round. New trend, yeah. Not that now that I've watched a couple videos, it seems a little bit more easier. I bet like once I start, it'll just be super easy. Yes, Roman, it will. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And that's the thing. Once you start, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, really? I didn't think it was going to be this easy, you know? And it does. It goes really fast. It goes super fast. And it usually squares up really nice. Or if you do it rectangular, however you do it, it'll work out fine. It'll work out great. I'll use front post and back post stitches for the drawstring. But I saw that people are like color changing it by row. How do you do that? You can do whatever you want, Roman. My baby blankets that I did, I would do in like chunks of segments of like so many rows and then switch color. I wouldn't really, I mean, I didn't have a set pattern. There kind of was where I do like 5 rows, then 3, and then 5, and then 3, or something like that, you know, and I'd switch colors. And yes, there's graph gans out there that you can do, but I wouldn't do that yet. I would just practice the corner to corner. And if you want to switch colors, you can. You just change colors like you do any other time. There's nothing. It gets worse. Oh my gosh. But if you want to change colors, it's not that hard. It's just the way you would change colors in anything. There's nothing any different. So, but I wouldn't do anything too fancy, and to just practice doing, even if you do just a little swatch to get yourself familiar with it, and then do just a little swatch where you want to practice changing colors in it. So Don't bite off more than you can chew and dive into something, you know, too hefty until you know what you're doing. Might be cute, sparkly yarn. It may sound ugly out loud, but believe in me. I believe in you, Danae. I believe you can do it. And you can send us pictures of your beautiful creation. Excuse me. Well, are you going to go for just one color, Danae, or are you going to do it in like all different colors, like traditional, full-on granny, all different colors? I hear Luna and they're snoring. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my yarn and stuff. 4 colors plus black. Okay. So black, is that going to be like the outside where it'll be ultimately kind of your main color will be black? Lenora is probably thinking of the crazy random colors. Yeah, because this couple that I seen, it was crazy random colors. I mean, it was just, it was ridiculous, but it was great. It was ridiculous, but it was great. It was great. The background, yes. Yeah, and that's what I meant. Yeah. So, yeah. No, I'm thinking of crochet pants of any kind. I can get behind a lot of crochet ideas, but not pants. Colors will be complemented then with black. When I first started crocheting, I thought granny squares were so ugly. Aw. But now you've fallen in love with them, haven't you, Danae? Uh-oh, Rowan's lost his hook. Yes, the grannies do help with that a lot, with stash busting. We're all so different. I'm so glad. Oh, absolutely. Be pretty boring if we were all the same. Okay. I got that partial skein used up. So sorry you're feeling ill tonight. Hope you get to feeling better. I love a good granny square. Show her the challenge I sent you. Oh, yeah. Oh, where is it? Because that is on my list to start to eventually. Oh, here. Let me get my thingy. Yes, I do, Olivia. I have a Whatnot. That's where I sell my stuff, is on Whatnot. And I am gradually adding things to that. Let me see. I saw they had granny square cards that have patterns on the back. Yes, they do, Danae. How much time daily do you devote to crochet projects? Oh, Olivia, it's off and on all day long, honestly. There's sometimes I kind of try to have a schedule for it. If I have other things going on in the day, then I have to schedule for it. But literally, it's off and on all day. Well, where's it at? think actually I pinned it. Let me look and see if I did. I think I did. Yeah, there's granny square stuff everywhere. Oh, I like this bag. That popped up while I was going into my Pinterest. I like that. I don't mind those colors, but I would definitely do it in a different color probably. Okay. I was thinking I found it and pinned it. But I'm not finding the exact one. Did you send it to me in email or did you text it to me, Lenora? I should probably be heading to bed because we have a really long day tomorrow. Okay, Roman. Okay, I'm going to find one that looks close enough to it. It was kind of like... It was kind of like this one with the bigger square in the back and then the smaller. Yeah, if you have it right there, go ahead and email it to me. Because I looked through my email and I don't see it. And then I looked on my pins, so I'm wondering if you sent it to me in text. I'm going to look one more time in my email and see if I just overlooked it. Yeah, I think you texted it to me because I don't see it in my email. And I don't know if I have. I'm going to go green screen here for a second, maybe, and see if it's in my pictures. If I took a screenshot. This is the frog I was talking about. If it comes through, is it going to come through? That I didn't like the way, I'm going to move this out of the way. But I don't think you can see it. Like right there at its mouth and stuff. I didn't like how it turned out. But you can't really see it. Oh, I just found it. Is it that one that you were talking about? Is that the same one? I think that's it. Yeah, and that I absolutely want to do. So that is going to be a project that is honestly going to be my next project that I'm going to center on as far as like a wearable and stuff after I get these Upcycle t-shirts done. So absolutely want to do it. It's going to be a stash buster, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to do. I think it'll be a lot of fun to do. And I have plenty of, if I do want to do like the cream or the white or anything like that, I'll probably do more of an off-white instead of a white. I don't know yet. Maybe do even linen, because I think I have quite a bit of linen maybe too. If not, I already know I have plenty of like the off-white. And if I do decide to do white, oh boy, I about tipped him over. If I do decide to do white, I definitely know I have enough white. He's not here anymore, so I can do it. I don't know, he may not be. He may be, I don't know. I've almost talked myself into doing it with you, but I don't know. I think it would be fun, Lenora. I think it would be fun. And I was gonna say and ask you if you want to try. If I was gonna say try to see if we can do the live together again on Sunday. If you're not, or do you have plans on Sunday if it happens to work? And we could try doing it again and see if it works or not. I don't know. It'll be worth a try to try it again and see. But then Sam was telling me, which I don't want to move to TikTok. I'm not going to move to TikTok. But he was like, oh, yeah. And you know, for to go live together, you can go to live super easy on TikTok. You can have like 6 people on there if you want it. And I was like, I don't know about having 6 people, but I want my YouTube one to work is what I want. Yeah, it'll be late. It'll be in the evening is when it'll be. It'll probably be at the 9 Central. That's usually whenever I come on is at 9 Central, whenever I do come on. I don't do TikTok at all. Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah. I never did until Sam was like, oh, just try it. And I was like, well, I'll try it, but don't mean I'm going to, like, do it. I think I can Sunday. Okay, sounds good. So we will make an attempt Sunday to try to revisit doing the lives again together. Okay, is that going sideways on me? Okay, I think think I'm good. I got scared there for a second. Just don't forget and have me running around getting ready. I won't. I promise I won't. I promise I won't forget. My lives usually are more than an hour. I've been on here for almost 5 hours before. I haven't done that for a long time though. But sometimes an hour and a half, sometimes 2-3 hours. But yeah, as I have been on here for almost 5 hours before, if not right at 5 hours. So, but like I said, I've not done that for a long time. So, but people just kind of come and go, come in when they can, you know, whatever, you know. I'm not holding my breath. Been seeing a lot of talk about a bug going through YT. It was, I think, 1 or 2 in the morning. Oh, I've gone until, yeah, I've been on until 2 o'clock. Very much so, even a little bit after. So yeah, I forgot to know you were probably hanging out with some of those. So okay, so what's YT then? If I don't know what that is, then if you're not talking about just YouTube or whatever. I wasn't really paying attention whenever I saw those initials, so I just thought something was being said about YouTube, but okay. Well, I took it that's what you were talking about, but don't look at me like that. I wasn't the only one talking those nights. Oh, I didn't know that I was. I was just making a face. I was just making a face of like, yeah, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It was probably later. And there was nights that we were on the phone until 4 o'clock, so. All good. It was all good. I just couldn't do it every single night. Gotcha. Well, because something about, well, I just seen something about, who was it said something about YT works or something. I didn't see. Oh, Olivia saying YT works, so a bug. Well, maybe it's a bug that's going through my stuff, whatever, and why they act like they don't know what's going on. We were having fun, or we wouldn't have had it that long. Oh my gosh, we were. We were. It was fun. It was definitely fun, the late nights and stuff. And the more tired you get, the more silly it gets anyway. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. We did. I'll catch you Sunday possibly then. Bye for now. Okay, Olivia, thanks for hanging out with us and look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Hello, I am in the US. That's what I'm thinking, because the one lady said they told her they couldn't see anything wrong. Then she called back and said she heard there was a bug going through, and suddenly they fixed her channel. Yeah, because I even called just the other night. I called because there's something with my AdSense ID numbers and stuff. Something to me isn't right. And I don't want to wait until I'm getting paid and then I don't get paid, type thing. So I made a call. Well, they were like, oh, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to be in contact with AdSense, whatever. So, yeah, there's no way to contact them. There's no tech support. I mean, literally, it's all up to AI. If you have a problem, you can't talk to anybody on the phone. You cannot email anybody. There's not even anything to chat live with anybody. It's ridiculous. They really need to do better. They really need to do better. So, but as far as YouTube goes and stuff, I've never had an issue. I've always been able to at least talk to somebody. But they don't seem to be able to figure out, what this particular issue was, but we haven't tried it for a while. So maybe all of a sudden it'll work. I don't know. But since they changed everything over to this AdSense and stuff, which whenever I became monetized is during the time that they were changing it all over. So I don't know anything any different, but I'm certainly not liking it that you can't talk to anybody. And yes, there was several things for me to go through and check, but it still wasn't anything pertaining to the question, really specifically to the question I had about anything and what to do about it. But then if I was going to try to fix the numbers or anything of what I thought possibly needed to be fixed, or maybe they don't need to be fixed because I'm still generating funds, everything's monetized, all of my banking information, all of my information is in there correctly. It's still referencing me. It's still going into my account. It's still attached to my YouTube somehow. But I have 3 different numbers. I'm only supposed to have one. So I don't know. One being referenced in email whenever I've had contact with anybody, and 2 different ones that are listed within my account. Which, yes, you could have 2 different ones if you have more than one account, which I do have more than one account, but it's not a YouTube channel. It's just my Google account to have, because you have to have your Google account for the AdSense to get paid for AdSense. And then you're supposed to have, your one email and then your backup email and all that rigmarole. So I don't know. But I guess I'll find out. Eventually, I'll find out. But I'm probably going to try to call somebody again and be like, surely there has to be someone you can talk to whenever there's a legit mix up of some kind that there is no way to fix it, because I do not want to screw something up by trying to edit it and fix it, and then I have to wait, or it has to open another account totally, or whatever, where I mess it up so bad that it does something like that, and then I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy about that. And you would really think, with as many people that are on YouTube and using YouTube and generating income on YouTube, that there would be better support somehow. There surely has to be something. But I've not found it yet. But I'm going to keep trying. And I know I'm just a little pinprick in the whole thing. I'm just a little whatever. And don't ever, I understand that. But at the same time, it's like there needs to be some kind of customer service support, something. Tech support. Finally Friday. Yes, scrolling. Awesome. Well, hello, Randy. I was just thinking of you a little bit ago, wondering where you were. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to the weekend. This lady had a fairly popular channel and it took a nosedive. She went back and forth with them for days until she heard about the bug. Now she's keeping track of everything. Well, and I find it funny that I was hitting like in the 3,000s, 4,000s, and I was doing that pretty steady. And yes, I know there were days that I wasn't consistent in being on, but even within some of those days, I wasn't like every day. And it could have been the content too. I understand that. But then mine went free too. But again, it could be the content. It could be the time of day again. It could have been the days. It could have been that I wasn't consistent. I can say all kinds of things on that. And no, I'm not a big popular channel. I understand that. But it just seemed, I don't know. There's just been some weird things off. And I'm like, okay. But I'm not going to drive myself crazy insane over it either. It is what it is. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, you know. And if something fishy does really happen, whatever, then go from there, I guess. But I just don't want it to be a thing where, you know, I have to start all over again or something. Don't want to do that. And my monetization stuff for some things is something's not jiving on some things too. And I've tried to talk to Sam about it, but he just knows the TikTok stuff, you know, from doing his stuff on TikTok, which I mean, they're kind of similar, but yet not in a way, I guess. But so I don't know. I'm just riding it for a little bit to see. Well, thank you, Randy. I'm glad you watched it. Thank you for watching it. Oh, getting on the bus at 625. Yep, she would get close to 200,000 subscribers, then lose a huge amount. Same thing with her views and the notifications. Oh, wow. Yeah. And I know sometimes whenever they go through there, they are very good about removing the fake, you know, and the bot stuff and all of that. And the thing is, though, too, if you get a lot of bots and a lot of bot traffic, they can actually shut you down. And so you don't want a lot of that stuff going on either. So, you know, and we've taken care of that really with mine. You know, I don't want all that bot stuff in there. I don't want all the trolls. I don't want, you know, but if you have too much of that stuff in there, then it's, you know, it's not good. But not saying that's what she was doing or anything, but I've even had that where I'll have, you know, my numbers went up, and even on my night, I'll see how many subscribers I got in the night. And then like the next day, there'll be like 3 of them gone, or 4 or 5 of them gone. And so it's like, okay, were those all bots, or were they, or people just decide they don't want to, which, okay, that's fine. So it has happened to me on occasion too, where it's like a chunk. I mean, because to me, 5 right now is a lot for me because I'm not that big, you know. So, and some people have been telling me with my notifications that I haven't been popping up, like Positive Pokes or whatever, isn't it? What is that his name? He wasn't getting any of my notifications. He was like, you've not been popping up. And so I don't know. Going over the big blue bridge was scary. Oh no. Oh, I loved it. And I knew as we were going over, it was like, I know there's people that hate bridges, but I honestly, and I'm going to tell you a story on that though. It's a teeny tiny town, and we were getting ready to go over, and we got to the road. It was like a T section there or whatever. And the traffic was all backed up. So Whitney was like, get on the Google Maps and see if there's a wreck or something. Well, sure enough, there had been a wreck. And so we had to we went over, there was a gas station that was right there. So we went and sat in the gas station parking lot, got us something to drink, and just sat there because we were actually getting ready to go and eat across the way. So we just got us a little snack to tide us over and something to drink real quick. Well, as we were getting ready to go up the bridge, it says on there, it was a warning for motorcycles. Well, whenever they had come off of that bridge, it looked like bigger size, but not like, I mean, I don't know if you'd call them a moped, but they were a little bit more souped up moped type, motorcycle type things. One did not look very good. The other one looked like it was still pretty well intact. So in that bridge, it was all really grady like and stuff. I mean, because it was all metal. And so I could see how it would be questionable for any motorcycles to go over it, which there was a bridge over the way. That's the bridge that they need to be taken, was the bridge on down. But it was pretty neat going over it. Several of the things she mentioned were things that you have had happen. Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering, Lenora. I don't know if I'm going to have to take everything down and redo. I don't know. I've even thought about just like backing out of YouTube on here and then redoing like a password type thing or something. But like they told me that they couldn't find anything, there was nothing had been hacked. Nobody had gotten into anything. They were saying, that story. I already told you all that, So I understand a few, but not tens of thousands. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And so for her, that just stinks. I don't like that. So there definitely was something wrong with hers. If it was like, that is significant for being big. That is significant too. So. I don't know. But it would, it would figure. It would figure that I would, be one of them to possibly get hit. But you know what? It's okay. I usually just kind of go with the flow. And honestly, I have prayed over this and I have said that I just would rather go low and slow, build a good community, and not be overran by things and stuff. Have good core solid people that, we're here for each other and stuff like that. Do I want it to be, I would love it to be a supplement to my income. I would love it, if I could get to that point, that it would help a little bit, but is it going to be my full source of income? And no, I mean, and the people that have made it that way, that's awesome that they've been able to do that. But with the area I live in, with the ads and stuff that run and the money for that, it would just be next to impossible because they don't have it set up for anything with my area at all to be able to really do anything. So the way that I look at it and have kind of seen some stuff. So you never know, but really I got on here just to connect with people, so whatever comes of it, other stuff is just bonus, Yes, I know, because they probably didn't honestly know, and if they did know it was a bug, they didn't know how to fix it, so what else were they going to say, Hello, Pinky, and I'm sorry, I only speak English, so it doesn't have to be big, but it should at least work right. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. If it would work, if it would just come through and work correctly. And it, you know, there has been times where it's messed with me because it's like, seriously, what's going on? You know, because it'll be like spurts of certain things, and then and I'll be like, okay, then something must have got figured out. But then now it's just like, no, you know, it just kind of goes back and forth. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and researching and whatever. Because Sam said, just keep reading stuff, just keep looking stuff up. Get on, you know, if there's any boards of any kind or whatever, you know, start asking questions. Surely there's somebody out there that those things have happened to and whatever, which, yeah, I'm sure there has been. So for them to act like nothing like this has ever happened before, you know, I mean, I'm not the only one on YouTube that this has happened to, I'm sure. There's how many thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are on YouTube, you know? And then to act like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, you know? And that's the thing. If I had something huge and big, it would overwhelm me. It would, you know, and the Lord definitely knows that. And so I just continued to pray over it the way I've been praying over it, and just for the sole purpose of just, you know, being with people, getting to know people, helping people when I can, you know, being here, sharing my stuff, you know, because I've already met so many great people, you know, and it's been worth it. It's been worth it. Oh, I know. I know. That's why I don't go down rabbit holes too much. I just kind of, whenever we got back from our little getaway, I did sit down and I had made time. It was like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look some things up real quick on my account. I didn't going down no rabbit holes of anything, but I wanted to make sure some things were properly done. And everything that I saw was properly done. And but then the one thing that kept sticking out to me was those numbers. And I don't even know how that happened or anything. So then it made me wonder, okay, is it connected to somebody else somehow? Did somebody get my account whenever all that raid thing happened, or um whatever? But everything's still connected to me. There's nothing else in there indicating any other emails, any other accounts. And so Sam was like, you're just overthinking it. You're overthinking it. And I was like, I don't know. Something's telling me something's wrong. And I'm usually not wrong on that whenever I have feelings like that, you know. But I can't go down the rabbit hole because it was starting to frustrate me a little bit, because I did start looking up a few things after I made that call, because I thought it'll be a simple call. All I'll do is just call, tell them what's going on. They'll tell me how to fix it, or I can go in and unlink it and then relink again, you know, and correct the problem. And maybe it'll be a couple of days before it generates again. I can handle that. But if I go in and unlink it and then it takes me like 30 days or something, you know, I don't want to be doing that either. But if that's it's gonna take to work, and it'll eventually just catch itself back up. But no, they couldn't tell me on any of that stuff, whatever, supposedly. So I don't know. So like I said, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing for right now and go with the flow, and because I don't know what else to do except, you know, to try to get a hold of them with a few other questions that I have again, you know, because they gave me a few little things to do, but it was things that I already done. There was no reason to do it again. Nothing had changed. So, and as far as I know, nothing still has changed. It's obvious that it hasn't, you know. So, anyway. It's 11 o'clock. Well, I definitely feel for her. So, and yeah, because that really stinks to have that big of numbers and then start having big chunks, you know, because that is absolutely not fair, you know, either, to just all of a sudden have something happen like that. Because how's she going to get compensated for that too in the end, you know? Because if that, you know, part of her income and stuff and whatever. So I fell asleep. I'm so sorry. I have to work tomorrow. 11 blessings. Good night. Well, good night, Randy. I'm glad you stopped in for a little bit. You have a good day at work tomorrow, and we'll catch you later. Because I'm probably going to get off of here shortly, too. And I'm going to finish filming this t-shirt tomorrow. This is what I'm doing tomorrow. Finishing filming this so I can get it put up. I don't know if it'll get put up tomorrow or not, but I'm going to finish filming it and get it edited. I didn't do the greatest on my editing of the travel one. I didn't do what I would normally do on it at all. I just kind of hurried and went through it a little bit, and even some of the music I ended up having to take out because it got hit. So and I don't understand that they'll allow it to be played, but then you have to, you know, split in, you know, if you make anything off of the video or whatever. So just in order to not have anything happen, I just took them out. So there'll be periods of time where there's no music on some of it, which is fine. I don't care. But yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a quick edit because it was just kind of all over the place anyway. Because like I said last night, I didn't want to be behind a lens. You know, I wanted to be there in the moment, but capture a few things here and there. So it was just a very quick, you know, fun, put together real fast type thing. So, but with this one, I'm trying to get it done, the editing a little bit better and stuff, and making sure, because I really wanted to get this one put up in time, so then I wouldn't be like overlapping some of my video stuff with some of my other stuff because I've been known to do that. Because I had all my stuff in my editor, and I went back and looked and was like, I didn't do that on vacation. And so I had to go back and take it out and everything. So, but yeah. So now I have it up, so now I can go through and get the rest. Because I think I do have the first part of this edited for this t-shirt. I just have to do the other part now of getting it all sewn together and get the final product. And again, it probably won't be anything too fancy, but, you know, at least it'll be something to go by and whatever. So okay. But yeah, that is on my agenda for sure tomorrow. Probably finish my ballerina doll. Because that is on another order, on my one order, like I said, that I have to get out. So I do want to get it out. I do want to get it done either later to, yeah, I probably won't stay up tonight. Get it done tomorrow too, because I'm almost done with it. I just have her hair and her arms to do, the ruffle at the bottom of her skirt. So yeah. And everything should be kind of all set for me anyway. Set for me. Okay, I've got my stuff all kind of cleaned up. I'm at a stopping point, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for tonight. And yeah, it seems like about the time that I decide to get off, though, then I have a bunch of people hop on, but that's the way it goes. It's all right. So, okay, well, I will catch you all later. I'm hopeful to be on tomorrow to show my t-shirt, if anything, to get on to show my t-shirt tomorrow. So we'll see. Just make sure you got notification bell turned on so you can catch me. So, but for sure on Sunday, I do know that for sure, Lenora, for Sunday, 9 Central Time. So, okay, we will talk to you guys soon. I love you all. I appreciate you so much. And we will talk again soon. Bye.